Dear learners, welcome to the chapter of Information Systems in Digital Age. We will discuss what exactly does the term information systems mean. When literature is reviewed, there is no single definition of the term that exists. Let's take a look at some of the popular understanding of the concepts that are penned as Information Systems, IS, is a study of complementary networks of hardware and software that people and organizations use to collect, filter, process, create, and distribute data. Information systems are combinations of hardware, software, and telecommunications networks that people build and use to collect, create, and distribute useful data, typically in organizational settings. Information systems are interrelated components, working together to collect, process, store, and disseminate information to support decision-making, coordination, control, analysis, and visualization in an organization. Information system is an integrated set of components for collecting, storing, and processing data and for providing information, knowledge, and digital products. Business firms and other organizations rely on information systems to carry out and manage their operations, interact with their customers and suppliers, and compete in the marketplace. Information systems are used to run inter-organizational supply chains and electronic markets. For instance, corporations use information systems to process financial accounts, to manage their human resources, and to reach their potential customers with online promotions. As information systems enabled more diverse human activities, they exerted a profound influence over society. These systems quickened the pace of daily activities, enabled people to develop and maintain new and often more rewarding relationships, affected the structure and mix of organizations, changed the type of products bought, and influenced the nature of work. Information and knowledge became vital economic resources. Yet, along with new opportunities, the dependence on information systems brought new threats. Intensive industry innovation and academic research continually developed new opportunities while aiming to contain the threats. The next point of discussion is components of information systems. The information system comprises of the components which include hardware, software, telecommunication networks, data repositories which include database and data warehouse, and people and procedures. Hardware. Today throughout the world even the smallest firms, as well as many households, own or lease computers. Individuals may own multiple computers in the form of smartphones, tablets, and other wearable devices. Large organizations typically employ distributed computer systems, from powerful parallel processing servers located in data centers to widely dispersed personal computers and mobile devices, integrated into the organizational information systems. Sensors are becoming ever more widely distributed throughout the physical and biological environment to gather data and, in many cases, to effect control via devices known as actuators. Together with the peripheral equipment such as magnetic or solid-state storage disks, input-output devices, and telecommunications gear, these constitute the hardware of information systems. The cost of hardware has steadily and rapidly decreased, while processing speed and storage capacity have increased vastly. This development has been occurring under Moore's law. The power of the microprocessors at the heart of computing devices has been doubling approximately every 18 to 24 months. However, hardware's use of electric power and its environmental impact are concerns being addressed by designers. Increasingly, computer and storage services are delivered from the cloud, from shared facilities accessed over telecommunications networks. Software. Computer software falls into two broad classes: System software and application software. The principal system software is the operating system. It manages the hardware, data and program files, and other system resources and provides means for the user to control the computer, generally via a graphical user interface, GUI. Application software is programs designed to handle specific tasks for users. Smartphone apps became a common way for individuals to access information systems. Other examples include general-purpose application suites with their spreadsheet and word processing programs, as well as vertical applications that serve a specific industry segment, for instance, an application that schedules, routes, and tracks package deliveries for an overnight carrier. Larger firms use licensed applications developed and maintained by specialized software companies, customizing them to meet their specific needs, and develop other applications in-house or on an outsourced basis. Companies may also use applications delivered as software as a service, from the cloud over the web. Proprietary software, available from and supported by its vendors, is being challenged by open-source software available on the web for free use and modification under a license that protects its future availability. Telecommunications. Telecommunications are used to connect, or network, computer systems and portable and wearable devices and to transmit information. Connections are established via wired or wireless media. Wired technologies include coaxial cable and fiber optics. Wireless technologies, predominantly based on the transmission of microwaves and radio waves, support mobile computing. Pervasive information systems have arisen with the computing devices embedded in many different physical objects. For example, sensors such as radio frequency identification devices, RFIDs, can be attached to products moving through the supply chain to enable the tracking of their location and the monitoring of their condition. Wireless sensor networks that are integrated into the Internet can produce massive amounts of data that can be used in seeking higher productivity or in monitoring the environment. Various computer network configurations are possible, depending on the needs of an organization. Local area networks, LANs, join computers at a particular site, such as an office building or an academic campus. Metropolitan area networks, MANs, cover a limited densely populated area and are the electronic infrastructure of smart cities. Wide area networks, WANs, connect widely distributed data centers, frequently run by different organizations. Peer-to-peer networks, without a centralized control, enable broad sharing of content. The Internet is a network of networks, connecting billions of computers located on every continent. Through networking, users gain access to information resources, such as large databases, and to other individuals, such as co-workers, clients, friends, or people who share their professional or private interests. Internet-type services can be provided within an organization and for its exclusive use by various intranets that are accessible through a browser. For example, an intranet may be deployed as an access portal to a shared corporate document base. To connect with business partners over the Internet in a private and secure manner, extranets are established as so-called virtual private networks, VPNs, by encrypting the messages. A massive Internet of Things has emerged, as sensors and actuators have been widely distributed in the physical environment and are supplying data, such as acidity of a square yard of soil, the speed of a driving vehicle, or the blood pressure of an individual. The availability of such information enables a rapid reaction when necessary as well as sustained decision-making based on processing of the massive accumulated data. Extensive networking infrastructure supports the growing move to cloud computing, with the information system resources shared among multiple companies, leading to utilization efficiencies and freedom in localization of the data centers. Software-defined networking affords flexible control of telecommunications networks with algorithms that are responsive to real-time demands and resource availabilities. data repositories, database and data warehouse. Many information systems are primarily delivery vehicles for data stored in databases. A database is a collection of interrelated data organized so that individual records or groups of records can be retrieved to satisfy various criteria. Typical examples of databases include employee records and product catalogs. Databases support the operations and management functions of an enterprise. Data warehouses contain the archival data, collected over time, that can be mined for information in order to develop and market new products, serve the existing customers better, or reach out to potential new customers. Anyone who has ever purchased something with a credit card, in person, by mail order, or over the web, is included within such data collections. Massive collection and processing of the quantitative, or structured, data, as well as of the textual data often gathered on the web, has developed into a broad initiative known as big data. Many benefits can arise from decisions based on the facts reflected by big data. Examples include evidence-based medicine, economy of resources as a result of avoiding waste, and recommendations of new products, such as books or movies, based on the user's interests. Big data enables innovative business models. For example, a commercial firm collects the prices of goods by crowdsourcing, collecting from numerous independent individuals, via smartphones around the world. The aggregated data supplies early information on price movements, enabling more responsive decision-making than was previously possible. The processing of textual data, such as reviews and opinions articulated by individuals on social networks, blogs, and discussion boards, permits automated sentiment analysis for marketing, competitive intelligence, new product development, and other decision-making purposes. People and procedures. Qualified people are a vital component of any information system. Technical personnel include development and operations managers, business analysts, systems analysts and designers, database administrators, programmers, computer security specialists, and computer operators. In addition, all workers in an organization must be trained to utilize the capabilities of information systems as fully as possible. Billions of people around the world are learning about information systems as they use the web. Procedures for using, operating, and maintaining an information system are part of its documentation. For example, procedures need to be established to run a payroll program, including when to run it, who is authorized to run it, and who has access to the output. In the Autonomous Computing Initiative, data centers are increasingly run automatically, with the procedures embedded in the software that controls those centers. The next topic that we will discuss is types of information systems. The information systems are categorized as: first, operational support and enterprise systems; second, knowledge support systems; and third, management support systems. Operational support and enterprise systems include enterprise resource planning, ERP, supply chain management, SCM, customer relationship management, CRM, and transaction processing systems, TPS. Knowledge support systems includes professional support systems, collaboration systems, and knowledge management systems, kilometers, and management support systems include management reporting systems, decision support systems DSS, and business intelligence SPI, and executive information systems, EIS. The next point of discussion is information systems and its application in business. Essential organizational capabilities are enabled or enhanced by information systems. These systems provide support for business operations, for individual and group decision-making, for innovation through new product and process development, for relationships with customers, suppliers, and partners, for pursuit of competitive advantage, and, in some cases, for the business model itself, for example, Google. Information systems bring new options to the way companies interact and compete, the way organizations are structured, and the way workplaces are designed. In general, use of web-based information systems can significantly lower the costs of communication among workers and firms and cost-effectively enhance the coordination of supply chains or webs. This has led many organizations to concentrate on their core competencies and to outsource other parts of their value chain to specialized companies. The capability to communicate information efficiently within a firm has led to the deployment of flatter organizational structures with fewer hierarchical layers. Nevertheless, information systems do not uniformly lead to higher profits. Success depends both on the skill with which information systems are deployed and on their use being combined with other resources of the firm, such as relationships with business partners or superior knowledge in the industrial segment. The use of information systems has enabled new organizational structures. In particular, so-called virtual organizations have emerged that do not rely on physical offices and standard organizational charts. Two notable forms of virtual organizations are the network organization and the cluster organization. In a network organization, long-term corporate partners supply goods and services through a central hub firm. Together, a network of relatively small companies can present the appearance of a large corporation. Indeed, at the core of such an organization may be nothing more than a single entrepreneur supported by only a few employees. Thus, network organization forms a flexible ecosystem of companies, whose formation and work is organized around web-based information systems. Information systems delivered over mobile platforms have enabled employees to work not just outside the corporate offices but virtually anywhere. Work is the thing you do, not the place you go to became the slogan of the emerging new workplace. Virtual workplaces include home offices, regional work centers, customers' premises, and mobile offices of people such as insurance adjusters. Employees who work in virtual workplaces outside their company's premises are known as teleworkers. The role of consumers has changed, empowered by the web. Instead of being just passive recipients of products, they can actively participate with the producers in the co-creation of value. The value of virtual worlds and massively multiplayer online games has been created largely by the participants. The electronic word of mouth in the form of reviews and opinions expressed on the web can make or break products. In sponsored co-creation, companies attract their customers to generate and evaluate ideas, co-develop new products, and promote the existing goods and services. Virtual customer communities are created online for these purposes. This ends the current discussion, but one should remember the important takeaway. What are the components that make an information system? What role do people play in information systems? Information systems are strategically used in every functional area of business. What benefits do information systems bring to various functional areas and business domains? Careers in information systems tend to be dynamic, team-based, and focused on problem solving. How? Thanks for your indulgence. Best wishes.